Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, October 27th. And last night, the little fella, the mouse that has been terrorizing my home this past week, fell victim to one of my traps. I would like to take a moment of silence for our fallen foe. He was brave, incredibly destructive, caused me much lost sleep in terror, and I hope that he has no family hanging out, because I'm hoping that the plan, Mom's coming over soon, she's going to help me clean. So we're going to clean up evidence of the mouse. And hopefully, if I go a few days or however long and it doesn't show back up, suggesting that there's another mouse, maybe my sense of dread and fear of my own home will diminish and I won't jump if, say, the cord from my computer rubs against my leg. Or and I'll feel like I can consume food without wondering, gee, am I eating mouse droppings? I really hope it was the only one, and I don't have to worry about any more of this, because it has been a nightmare. Actually, nothing I've ever had to deal with, personally. The only few times that we ever had a mouse growing up, it would always be like in kitchen area, nowhere near me. Obviously, you know, somewhat messed up, but it was in a much larger dwelling. So I wasn't personally terrorized by it. I have one memory of one when I was a small child, and I was staying at my dad's, and this was like the first house he was in after him and my mom split. So I would just sleep on the couch in the living room when I would stay there. And I remember a mouse running across the floor of the kitchen, which was open to the living room where I was staying. But that imbued enough fear that I now, 20-ish? More than 20 years later, still can remember the way that kitchen was laid out and the shadows in the dark. As the mouse, they induce terror. They're little monsters. They've destroyed so much stuff. We're gonna clean it up, move on with life. That's the goal. I trust you to clean stuff. You're the one with more issues against mice than me. At the very least, until this last week, for sure. Given the torment your brothers did, probably still. Because I do not believe that it ever got into my bed.
That was merciful.
Yeah. There's where cleaning. She's cleaning.
We're back. This is On the Anvil episode, I don't know. We got there.
Mom's still cleaning, but
Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. And
Dwarven Forge Live.
On the Anvil, I don't know what it is.
And so this evening I watched the Dwarven Forge on the Anvil stream while my mom hung out for a while, hour at least, after I went over to do that, continuing to clean. She found more things to clean than even I knew about. And I'm very grateful. Now, all the drawers are still empty, because one of the things that we did is because, of course, things fall, so the bottom of the drawers were the worst, so we actually just threw out all the liners. So now, dishwasher full, Just piles of stuff on top of piles of stuff all over. It just gets to stay here until I get new liners. So the kitchen is not very functional, but it's clean, and that's saying a lot. Thank you, Mom. That being said, the only thing that I've had to eat today at all is a cup of noodles for lunch. I was getting things ready for Mom to come help right after work, so I didn't eat then. I don't feel like much cooking. I mean, a large chunk of my dishes have been soiled, so there weren't a whole lot of options for that ultimately, because they had to be cleaned, and they just now are. Now, things are so messy in here that, like, I would damage things by using the stove. So, I'm gonna try and find some fast food and hope that there's not too long of a line. So I got Taco Bell, because they had, like, the shortest line. They really chased away a lot of their market with their menu change. But they're able to keep up with the lines at their store now, so and that'll be dinner, and that'll be nice. And then from there, probably just gonna go right to bed, because it's late. And hopefully the mouse hunt saga is over, and hopefully never again in my life do I have to deal with it, but, well, time will tell. That was not fun. Particularly as the room it's terrorizing is also the room I sleep in. Really not fun. But the place is very cleaned, thanks to my mother. So if it's not over, it won't take long for me to notice signs of that. But hopefully it is over. And then once I'm confident it is, and I get new drawer liners, we can work on pulling the house back together, because it is a mess. Oh well. I'm gonna eat and get to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.